Good evening. This is Ken Long at Tortoise Capital with a review of the daily trading plan for February 13th, 2018, and a daily debriefing. We'll start with the market health check. Had a third day of recovery today, closed it slightly higher at about 266. We're about 7.5% off the swing high. Failed to fail further today. This is 2 days in a row this week of positive price action. No real hint of selling pressure. So this looks like healing. Vertical blue lines are 10, 20, and 30 days of look back, 40, 50, 60 here. Horizontal red lines are support levels. Purple lines are price targets on the way back up. Those used to be support levels and are now resistance. So we use that as a price ladder on the way up. You see the slope of the 30 is this sine wave looking thing. This was a local high, a local minimum, a local high, a minimum. Got all the way up to 0.75, which is twice as steep as the edge of normal. So really, normal is 40.4. So as soon as it got above this line right here, that's became an exceptionally steep slope. It's come all the way back down to minus 0.2. You can see the slope of the 30 regression line lagged by a day here. It's pointing down. The 10 is still steeply down based on that previous sell-off. We've been oversold for a couple times here, but the MACD histogram percent price oscillator is slowly showing some recovery, still below the zero line, but showing some recovery. A couple more days and we would see a crossover developing here, a sign of potential stalking for the swing traders. We've already started doing that on the hourly charts in a very judicious manner and putting some money in the bank. Let's shift to the daily report and get that done. Bullish volatile, neutral on an annual and a 10-day basis. Risk Z slowing down its sell-off, getting ready to start hooking up. In the middle of neutral area here between overbought and oversold. Energy sector still prominent in the max pain. No signals on channeling and overreaction. Tactical summary, lots of dojis today. And 3551Ws in Travelers, Microsoft, and Goldman. 3M also had a big day today. But just about everything testing out well on the auto framer. Many to choose from. I really like Cisco and Apple's price action today. Along with Walmart, we'll see those charts. In the ETFs, a few dojis, some channeling and overreaction in oil, 551Ws in Latin America, Brazil, and consumer discretionary. I like the price action in both of those. Just about everything on the auto framer is firing. Strength today, metals and mining, Asia less Japan, emerging markets. Pinch and stretch report. Gold is actually on a super pinch right now. Nothing else is. Some gains in Cisco. That's actually showing some real relative strength. I'm looking for relative strength leaders now among this set. So Mexico, Latin America, Brazil. That should tell you something there with that sector. Boeing, Nike, and Cisco. Pretty good targets for the upside. Auto framer for mechanical framing. Lots to choose from again. Regression line fractal framework. The top shelf, the ones that are the most number of ATR below their long-term fair value. These are the deep discounted or value plays. And then the relative strength leaders here. Again, Nike, Cisco, Boeing. That should come as no surprise. 3 days of recovery. The slope of the 30 is still well off the chart. Let's take a look at some of the trade frames from today. Here's a swing in Nike. We entered yesterday. It basically just stalled today. Just managing. Entry yesterday on Brazil showed again some recovery again today. We're above the 0 line and above the 270 where it held, targeting 50. The swing in Caterpillar gained some more today. It's approaching the 270. This is about ready to cross over the regression line and come above the 0 line, and that will be a strong move. And that's going to get up to 170, and then I think 180 is where I will add a second position. So it shows some real healing. Metals and mining, 2 really strong days in a row. We entered yesterday, reinforced today. This is getting ready to uptick and cross the 0 line. That'll be very positive. This was a good swing short and a nice cover, and now we get a nice oscillation in this a strongly swinging sector. Yeah, the PSAR is getting ready to flip here as well. That'll be a favorable sign. This was a really nice entry on hourly charts. Alcoa also in that metals and mining space, second strong day. This is getting ready to flip, getting ready to cross over here. First target is 50 in the RL270. Then the swing high at 52. Then the ultimate swing high up around 56. U.S. Steel really rewarding as well. The crossover will occur tomorrow. Then it will also be above the 0 line. We're above the RL270. Looking for about 38 and then 41. Here's diamonds. This was an afternoon play. There was a long period of sideways quiet channel. It had failed to fail further. The RL270 was rolling up. We were above the 0 line. We broke out of there. That was my signal to get long. And then a nice cash here going in towards the close as it crossed the river and came back to the 0 line. This was a nice $2 move on a 50-cent risk. There was more potential here, but this scratched. Let me show some coaching. So this is on Bitcoin. One of the guys in the chat room was looking at Bitcoin, and his entries were around in here, and his exits were over here, and he feels like he's getting in too late. He asked me for a little bit of help, so I asked him to put the MACD histogram and the PSAR on, so we could see what we could see. And when we do that, we see well, you have a nice Z3P and then a breakdown, and this is where the MACD histogram breaks the 0 line, and we get a negative bias, and now you can be short this entire move. Here's a PSAR flip. It also coincides with a MACD histogram crossover. This is where you pick up the long bias right here, but this is again where you can start incrementing in on that PSAR flip if you're so inclined. A good place to exit. Nice play to stalk the reversal. This would be a natural place to be stalking the exit, and so any exit in here would be fine. Long period of sideways quiet channel. You get a breakout to the upside, and there was another move available the afternoon. Here's a swing in diamonds. I take this as a positive sign, a healing in what was the strongest index, strongest sectors. This will uptick here tomorrow, I think. And then about 247 in the for the RL270, and then the PSAR will flip, and then we're looking for 265 is the next target to the upside, and I will add once it gets through that line. That's everything I want to cover for tonight for the daily debrief. Lots of healing action. There are some day trades developing. Keep your risk measured and your powder dry. Sir, I wanted to add one more on Walmart. I missed that chart. So we got our entry today at 100.97 with about $1 risk. I also want to cover just some details about our Kansas City live trading workshop, if you're interested. All right, if you go to tortoisecapital.net, scroll down to Kansas City Research and Live Trading. Our workshop will be July 28th through August 2nd. We meet on Friday evening for informal meet and greet, a little dinner. Research weekend is Saturday and Sunday. We'll listen to peer-reviewed research presentations, all recorded. For Dropbox and for distance learning members, we do our live trading. Begins on Sunday with prep, and then goes through Thursday, so 4 days of live trading. We'll be at the Home 2, brand new hotel in downtown Leavenworth, Kansas, run by Hilton. It's absolutely beautiful. We've worked up a $119 a night discount for beautiful suites, fantastic lounge area. They just opened the hotel last month, and it's outstanding. The internet is the fastest in the county. It was wired by my IT partner and fellow soccer coach. His office is right across the street. You can see our the pricing and then the basic background and structure of the research. So for those of you who can't make it but are interested in all the material, if you sign up before 15 May, there's a opportunity to get a nice discount on the recorded package of the presentations, and the it'll be well over 100 lessons and case studies of live trading from those 4 days typically. We have recordings of the previous years as well. If you're interested, there's some high quality material there, and the live trading is especially well done. That's probably worthwhile. So we've got that available for you as well. So if you're interested, give us a shout at Tortoise Capital, and happy to help. Take good care.